then I also posted something that we'll use as I do my presentation this morning. So I'll share with you guys kind of stuff that I put together if I was in your role, something I might use.
Yeah. We doing breakout rooms today?
Yeah, we will. But first, we'll keep everybody together. I'm gonna go over a few things, and I will. I'll share with you guys again as a group something, and then after that, we'll go into the breakout rooms. And in the breakout rooms, I'd like to kind of review what you guys have put together so far, where you're at, and what let's kind of start to get it wrapped up and finalized. So
Gotcha.
Doesn't have to be done today, but as much as I can help you guys out with the final details, that'd be good. Robert, good morning.
Oh, good morning. How are you doing?
Good. Tyler, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. There's Eduardo. Good job, by the way, Tyler.
Thank you.
Nice job the way you finished. Very strong. Nelson, I got word on yours. Good job. You're all done too. Alex. Good morning, Alex.
Morning.
Just a minute here for Christina and Tosh. Guys, I'm going to post something in the chat session here. If you are interested in signing up for the advanced course and have not signed up yet, Therese has asked me to have you contact her today. She is finalizing our roster for that class, and we need to get that submitted because we have to get a purchase order so that we can get the testing materials. So from that standpoint, please contact her. We're going to close the enrollment today. Posting her phone number here in just a minute. Okay. So I posted that in the chat. If you have not enrolled in it and you're interested, please contact her. I put her phone number there. That way you guys can reach out, get signed up for it. I was just sharing with Tony on this, and I'll share it with everybody. So I got some of the information for the supervisory level class. Anybody interested in moving into a supervisory role, That class will likely be something that I will reach out to you in May or June for to be offered. We'll offer it for the first time in July, and then probably again in the wintertime. That one is going to be an intense course in supervisory and management. It's got a lot of information. Got my notes here. It's got a lot of information that pertains to scheduling, to being able to deal with suppliers and manufacturers. So they're it's a pretty awesome program that was set up. So like I said, if you are interested in that course, good morning, Christina.
Morning.
So just starting to talk about upcoming class stuff, the fact of that the supervisory level class that you were interested in, I got the information and they're getting me the curriculum so that we would be able to offer that sometime in July. And then again, we'll offer it in the winter time. And so I'll reach out to those of you guys interested. But some of the things it covers is stuff about leadership, leadership skills, designing an effective department, implementation, dealing with difficulties with
Graham.
employees and issues, managing
Today's the
supplies,
last day we
chemicals, and
do-
equipment,
It's about the advantage, if you want to do that.
using technology to reduce
I
cost,
don't know if I should.
organizing,
Past this one.
cleaning assignments for improving productivity, working with time standards, production rates, and workloading, recruiting, hiring, quality assurance, staffing. So pretty awesome program. And if that is the direction you are looking to go into, that's a fantastic program. And just another career pathway to bring up before we move on today. Those of you who maybe have an interest in moving into the supply side of the business ever, and it's not something that everybody wants to do, but there are some who say, I really enjoy working with people and with the public. I think I would enjoy that aspect of it. There will be a sales training program that will be available the end of this year. And that training program will be a combination of an ISSA course and another course from another agency that I've been able to get a lot of great material from. So again, just another career pathway within the industry. So,
David,
yes, sir.
are those classes going to be through Zoom or in person?
So the supervisor level course I'm depending on what the response is for the class, will be offered one of two ways. It'll likely be a combination of a Zoom, and then there may be an in-person portion of it. But supervisor is not a hands-on portion. There is a lot of assignments. If we do hands-on, there is the idea that I'm looking at of doing a 3-day workshop where literally you go through the entire program in 3 full days. So it's a pretty intensive 3 days. So that's an option. I won't know that until probably June before we make those decisions, because I'm looking at all of the curriculum and how we are laying it out to be able to offer it in a way that makes sense. Sometimes 3 full days is so intense that it doesn't sink in as well as spreading it out over a couple months. So let me ask you guys, though, because I know, Christina, you're interested in the supervisor level, and Eduardo, you are?
Yeah.
What would be better for
Yes,
you
sir.
guys?
I don't know what my summer looks like because sometimes we work daytime in the summer, but because
Right.
of we've been closed down, I don't know if they're offering that this year or not. I would have to ask.
Okay.
So would those 3 days be like Monday through Tuesday or Monday through Wednesday, or
Nelson, I don't have that. That's too far for me to figure out yet. It would just be 3 days in a row, though, if we did it like that. The other option is to do it over a period of a month or something like that with classes each week. So there's a couple ways of doing this. And if we do it like that, it would probably be offered through a Zoom. So
all right, so it'd be like a morning class, or y'all still putting that together?
It's still in the rough. Right now, it's in the very rough. I won't even get to that layout until May. And then in June, I want to start finalizing some stuff.
All right.
So, but again, the question comes up, what works better? Whether, I'm not talking about a specific time, but if it was grouped together 3 days or something that was spread out over a month or so of classes, what would be better for you guys?
I think Zoom would work better for me.
Yeah, 3 days in a row just to get it out of the way so that I can start applying for whatever's open.
Okay. What about you, Nelson?
3 days, the crash course.
Okay. All right. So again, different ways of offering it, and that kind of helps me to build some ideas here. So, okay. All right. So again, last statement about this. If you have not enrolled yet for the the advanced course and you are interested, I have posted in the chat Teresa's phone number. That enrollment closes today. So, all right, let me get one last thing done here and we will move on. And today what we're going to do is we'll be wrapping up a lot of our presentation stuff for our final project. I'm going to share with you mine, what I put together for how I'm presenting a program. Okay, and keep in mind the idea here isn't that you are trying to sell a program, that you have put into any idea of how long it takes to do this. More than anything, what you've done is taken the idea of this building, okay, and each of you has a different building, and you've designed how you're going to clean it. So basically you created a task list. This is what we're going to get done on a regular basis. These are our daily tasks. These might be some of the projects. We have this kind of surface, so here's how we're going to clean it. So that being said, I'm going to share with you my screen, and give me a second here to get my note there, and share with you what I had put together for integrity, and I'm in the process of putting together one for a school district as well, which means our classes in the summertime, this group that starts in August for this basic course, will not get the opportunity to do a classroom as their assignment, because they'll have an example of a classroom in this one. By the way, I posted this in the classwork session or section on the Google Classroom, so that's what I'm going to take you guys to. And so this is, and I've shared a little bit of this, but let me go through this with you in a little bit more detail of how I put it together for me. And again, some of this material will not pertain, I don't expect you guys to have something that deals with, you know, all the extra stuff, but I identified the equipment that we need. So this is for cleaning a grocery store. We have the 4 major pieces of equipment. So that would be the auto scrubbers, 2 different types of auto scrubbers, a restroom cleaning machine, and a propane buffer. Our tools were mop bucket And that should be part of the tools and equipment. The mop, dust mop, putty knife, broom, and dustpan are tools. The materials actually would be the mop heads themselves. This particular company doesn't like to separate it that way, but from my standpoint in training, we remember mop heads and dust mop heads are materials. And then we just had 3 basic chemicals: a floor cleaner, a multi-purpose cleaner, and a glass cleaner. So those are our tools and equipment, our materials, and the supplies. Jumping into the process as I identified. First of all, the use of PPE. Make sure that they have gloves, safety glasses, appropriate footwear, and because of COVID, making sure we're wearing masks. Even if COVID was not an issue, if we were working with certain chemicals that might cause respiratory issues, masks would be appropriate as well. I'm going to skip over opening procedures because that really wouldn't apply to tasks. Let's just focus on the floor care procedures. So I outlined the basic procedures of how they would clean it based on that we start with the dry material first. We're dealing with the floors particularly. So in this case, it was sweeping, beginning in the back aisle. They would sweep out areas where the dust mop's not effective, so all the edges, behind and around the end caps, the displays, in the corners, working from the front of the store to the back of the store in a circular motion. Then using their blade as well, they would be picking up any stickers or debris that doesn't come up through sweeping. So again, paying attention to the floors and sweeping all the mats throughout the store. So all this is done in the first pass around the room. As they're sweeping, scraping the stuff, and sweeping off the mats. Then the second pass through the store, again, starting from the back aisle, working around the store, they would dust mop all the aisles, pushing the debris to one specific spot. And this spot we recognized was the front corner of the store near the check stands. We wanted to make sure that all the debris is out of the way. The work around the store perimeter, getting the grocery aisles, then the check stands, pushing the piles from the check stand area, taking that large pile, bringing it around the back to pick it up so it's out of the way of everybody. Again, while they're doing this, they're using their putty knife to remove any stickers or debris that does not come up. So gum, things like that. Once they've done the dry work, now they're going to do the mopping and auto scrubbing. So using a mop bucket, cleaning solution, the auto scrubber, equipped with floor cleaning pads, they begin to clean the floor. Now you use the mop bucket where they can't reach with the auto scrubber. They would actually auto scrub the entire floor, following the same path that they did with dust mopping, which would mean starting in the perimeter and then working through the aisles. Areas that are heavily soiled would be double scrubbed. And then the areas that we can't get to with the mop or with the scrubber, we would use a mop. A few notes I made was just being sure not to leave puddles. Now, again, that's a training function, so I don't expect you to put training elements into your thing. You're simply listing the tasks. The buffing of the floors, again, the equipment used is a propane buffer with a clean pad, propane tank, and a dust mop. They make sure that they're using a clean pad. They'll turn the propane machine on and begin buffing or burnishing the floors, walking at a moderate pace. Once they finish burnishing, do a final dust mop, collect throughout the floor, and again, same way, dispose of the trash. Then we address the restrooms. Again, the Ecolab machine with the window squeegee, towels, broom, dustpan, liners, scouring pad, paper supply, safety signs, and deck brush. And I went through the steps. Prepare the machine, place wet floor signs, spray the countertop, sinks, toilets, sweep up the debris, use a scouring pad to scrub the sinks. Then once everything has had a chance to soak, we'll be able to start rinsing down certain areas that have already been scrubbed, squeegeing down areas, switch the machine back over to water to rinse the rest of the fixtures, and then squeegee the water from the partitions and walls and dry everything. Lastly, after everything's clean, we stock the supplies and do the floor last, take photos, and leave the sign up until the shift's over, just so that nobody goes in on a damp floor. This is a little bit different procedures because it used the Ecolab machine. The manual restroom cleaning, very similar. It incorporates a lot of the steps that we use in our book. And then I went through the break room and offices, the outside front entrance, as well as the closing procedure. So those areas, those are the areas that we had to clean of the store. So from that standpoint, the idea was to make this something for the person who's cleaning to have an idea of these are the tasks that are expected to be accomplished. That's what you guys are doing in your final project. You are now putting everything together for your areas, breaking it apart as to, this is the stuff we need. This is the equipment and tools, the materials and supplies, and this is the process for cleaning those areas. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Any questions on this before we go into the breakout rooms? Because here's what we're going to do in the breakout rooms. You guys have been working on this. You've had several breakout sessions. A lot of you have been working to get everything finalized. In the breakout room, what I'd like to do is review what you guys have put together. Answer any questions specific to your project and make sure you guys pretty much got it together and know how you're going to present it. So that's what we'll do in the breakout rooms for the next hour. Any questions? Okay. So first things first, I'm going to make it so that you guys can share screens. Whoever has got your presentation, you'll want to be helping the group to share the screen. We'll go into our breakout rooms and then I will jump in. I'm going to start first with Nelson's group, which I think is group 2, and then I'll go to the other groups. Right. So, in Nelson, in your group, who's in your room again?
Tasha, Eduardo, Alex.
Okay. Tasha, Eduardo, and Alex. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to have to assign a few more. Yeah, it did something funky on me. Okay, let's try that again. Okay.
How's the final presentation looking?
It's good.
How's it going?
All right. How you doing?
Not too shabby today. Question, do you guys want to go over how we're going to be presenting kind of like a rough draft of itemizing and how we're going to go on into each room?
Okay. Hey Tyler, send us what you got so we can look at it.
Okay. Oh. Okay. I also made it so you can edit, so we could all edit together.
All right.
Morning.
Good morning.
When you did it again, it's like, why'd you lose the link? Attach. No, file. Message sent. I know.
Call from Sacramento, CA.
I like those colors. They add a lot of flavor, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Ken, how are you guys?
Pretty good. We're just editing this document
Okay.
on the Google thingy that Tyler put all the text onto. It looks pretty good.
Nice. You guys able to share your screen with each other?
Right now, I guess we're sharing this document through the Google thingy.
Oh,
through our
okay.
email. So if I edit it, it just automatically saves to the, you know what I mean?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it saves in the cloud.
Perfect. So, hey, guys, I wanted to, I hope you don't mind me boosting up Tyler a little bit. Tyler scored 100% on the last two modules. So, he finished strong with a 95% in the class. So, Tyler, I'm really happy to see how you did on that. Great job on that, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job, Tyler. I guess you can buy us coffee since you're the smart one.
See how that works, Tyler? They always make you pay. So, one of the things I was just sharing with one of the other rooms was you guys are finishing getting everything put together today. One of the things we want to do is I want to test to make sure that we can share that on the screen. So we won't do that with the whole group, but we'll just do at some point in the next hour where you guys can share your screen where I'll be able to see it, because if I can see it, everybody can. As far as not so much today, but on Wednesday. And then 2, you guys have it worked out as to who's going to do what part. Do you guys have that laid out that, who's covering each area?
Yeah, we got that.
Cool. So, you guys are currently working on, it sounds like, building some of the elements on the Google side.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then what I'll do is after I check in with the other room, I'll be back over here in about 20 minutes or so. And when I get back in here, maybe what we can do is share some of that, see where you guys are at, and answer any questions I can do.
All right. Here, hey Tyler, can you send that to him and his Google? Yeah,
I don't want him to. That's not the way we want to do it. We want to do a shared screen.
Share screen. Okay.
Yeah, I could try doing that right now.
Okay, let's try it.
Okay, so screen.
So you click that green screen share there.
And then presentation.
Nice, I see it. So what happened to Archina? She was in here, and did she not get into the room?
Well, all of a sudden she disappeared.
Okay. I'm going to text her. Good colors and stuff, Tyler. Let's, so that works well.
All right.
I'm going to text Archina to find out what happened with her. Okay, I'll let you guys keep working on it, and then when I come back in, more than anything, it's just kind of making sure that you have each of the areas worked out and kind of review what you guys have got done.
All right.
All right. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Sounds good. Looks pretty good. Today's kind of our last day that we have this breakout room to perfect everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about presenting, Tyler?
I feel okay about it.
Okay. Like I said, do you guys want to do like a quick rough draft on like how you're going to walk in the room start to finish, or do you just want to wait for that day and just do it then?
Whatever you want to do, I guess.
I'm a social butterfly. I don't have a problem jibber jabbering anywhere. But you seem like you're a little bit more hesitant.
Yeah.
So just something to kind of get you comfortable for that day so you're not like all locked up and nervous.
Okay.
And I don't know if we're going to have our other Archuleta in, if she's going to be participating that day or not. So that's something else to think about, is if she's not, how she's in and out sometimes.
Yeah. So I guess then Tyler can do page 2 and 3, and you can do 4 and 5. I guess.
2 and 3. Okay. Okay, where's 2 and 3? Okay, let me see. Okay. So
Yeah, I put those down there.
2, 3. Okay.
Oh, I think I accidentally only sent it to Ken.
Hey, Christina, did you get an email from Tyler with the FP1U slide?
Yeah, the other day.
Okay. So you see it all with the yellow, green,
Yes.
gray, red, and blue?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
So you said I will do 2 and 4 or
4 and 5.
4 and 5? Okay, let's.
Yeah, number 1 is just
Restroom.
whoever's beginning. You know what I mean? So if Tyler's going to be 2 and 3, he'll just, start with 2 and 3.
Yeah. So for instance, this is how I would do it, and you can tell me if it's okay or not. So I would introduce myself. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm in this program. I am on team 3, I think we are. My area that I will be explaining on how I clean is the restrooms. I would first start with my PPE and making sure my cart is ready to go with all the essentials that I need. I would then go to the area, knock on the door, announce myself, make sure that there's no students and or staff present. I would then, if it's a double door or a single door, I would put my sign up and put my cart in front of it. I would then walk through. I would flush the toilets and make sure that there's no graffiti or trash or anything crazy. I would also start opening up all the toilet paper dispensers that have no toilet paper, so that when I go back through, I can fill them. I would then trash out. I would then grab my aqueous ozone and spray down all toilets, urinals, walls, partitions, partition sinks, toilet paper dispensers and dispensers on the outside. I would let it sit for a couple of minutes while I swept the floor. I would then restock all the equipment that needed to be restocked. I would wipe down. I would clean the toilets, partitions, and walls. I would mop out and do my final inspection and call it a day. How does that sound?
Well, that sounded good.
Okay. And then MP room, wait, 5 is office area and MP?
Yeah.
Okay.
The MP room is easy because it's just a big big room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes. So I would say with the MP, I would first walk in. I would do my touch points, my doors, my light switches, etc. Anything visible that is a touch surface, the handrails. I would then dust mop the floor and sweep that up. Make sure that there's no garbage cans that have garbage in them. And if so, I would toss it. I would then use the auto scrubber, depending on the soil level. If I have to double scrub, I'd double scrub. I would make sure I put my wet signs up, and that's it. For the office, I would say I would, again, go in with my spray bottle, do all my touch points, door handles, light switches, computers, areas around where the secretaries, etc., use all counters, and then I would I'd trash out, and then I'd vacuum. And if the area has VCT, tile, etc., I would mop the entryway out. Yeah, I'm literally a hands-on, so sometimes it's hard for me to explain how to do something because I can show better than I can tell.
All right, let me arrange this thing for the office here.
Especially during COVID, touch points are like the #1 word we use. Which honestly, everything is touch. So how can you narrow down that they only touched that light switch and they didn't touch the whole wall? Do you want to practice, Tyler?
Okay, Christina, look at the page 5 again. I made some changes to the office entry, office carpet.
All right, let me look. Looks good. I forgot that word, top to bottom. So I probably would throw in, I would kind of glance up to make sure there's not any lights or any visible cobwebs that I can grab while I'm in there. And I'd probably say, like, I do my weekly dusting on Wednesdays or something like that.
How's that, Christina, right there on page 5?
Page 5, Wednesdays.
And Tyler, if you see any text that I haven't put in on any of the other pages, you can just edit it.
Okay.
Because I'm sure I've forgotten some stuff, just like on this page. Now, when Tyler does his presentation, I don't think he has to say everything that is on these documents, right? He could just say,
Yeah, he can wing it.
Pardon?
He could wing it.
Yeah, because you don't really have to go through all the tools and equipment. Just give a couple, move on to materials, do the same thing, and maybe assignments. Use one person as an example. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then fully explain the team claiming. Hopefully that's okay on that line there. And then move on to the next page. That way you don't have, because it just becomes a little bit more tedious. And I'm sure that if you were doing it professionally, they wouldn't want you to sit there and go through all the tools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just asking, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that'll make it a lot easier. Yeah. But your page 3, that would have to be explained, because he came in the room and he told us about that, and he gave us an example of that today in his paper. Does page 3 look okay from a standpoint of David Swindle?
Let me see. Page 3.
I think it looks okay, but if there's anything missing or any steps out of order, you know what I mean?
Well, the steps are kind of, there's really no way to clean a classroom. It's just whatever you get your routine down to a pat, you know what I mean? Down to a science, and what works for you, because initially you're responsible for that whole entire area. So it's just kind of whatever works easier for you. Like I was telling, oh my gosh, Nelson the other day, because he was saying like picking up the pencils, etc. And that's when I had said, like, you know, I usually do it when I trash. So that way when I go back to vacuum, I'm just vacuuming. I'm not, you know, bending over, stopping, etc. Because with the backpack vacuum cleaner, it is a little annoying, and the cord to stop what you're doing and bend over, because sometimes you have to take the vacuum cleaner off because the area that it's in, you can't, you know, you got your backpack vacuum cleaner on, and then you got the desk, so it's like you can hurt yourself. So it's better to just take the whole thing off and pick up whatever you need.
Okay, right on. So that, from that standpoint, page 3 is okay then, right?
Yeah, because it's pretty much whatever. I mean, the order can be readjusted as long as everything is done. like there's no guidelines like saying you have to do this first, you have to do this second, it's just as long as it gets done and whatever works the fastest for you. And like I said, I've always found, because you do come into situations where there is a lockdown or there is a loose animal and you can't go out, so it's better for me to trash out first, get all that out of the way, because sometimes it is dark as well, and so where you're going to dump the trash, it is a little dark. So I always like to trash out first, and that way if I have to stay in the unit, I can continue my work and I don't have to worry about like, oh, how am I going to throw all this trash out on the other side of, the facility type thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And that way, if I do need to wash a can out, I can wash it and let it dry, and so I'm not putting a wet bag in there or,
Right on. Somebody cleaning dishes?
Sorry, I'm trying to cook at the same time. I'm trying to multitask today. It's not going so well. I've been in school since 7:30, so I'm a little tired. I have school Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus these classes. And yeah, so I'm a little strapped for time. Plus I go to work at 3:30, so yeah, there goes my day.
Busy woman.
Yeah. Then I signed up for the next class, so that's going to be a little bit more tiring, I feel, because it's a longer period. Then Dave is opening all these other classes that I'm going to need to take for my future path, so I'll be in school for a while. They're useful classes though, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, you get paid more too since you have this training.
Yeah. Yeah, just a salary, just 3% more. Yeah, that's one incentive that Outgrove does offer for every 90 hours of schooling that you do. They give you 3% more. It's just really hard to get that because you have to either find a class that does the whole 90 hours or take 20 here and 10 there until you can get it. And then the paperwork is really fun to fill out because it has to be 20 days before the class and all this fun stuff. And sometimes you don't know when classes are, so you didn't fill it out in enough time.
So they're sticklers on that, huh?
Oh yeah, it's real fun. I think it was like, I have 8 hours that they're trying to say that they're not going to credit me for because I didn't fill out a survey and because I didn't take it on. I took it on my sick time. I didn't take it on my vacation. And I'm like, it's my time. What does it matter if I was sick or not? I still took the class, Yeah. They're really fun to work with sometimes.
I hear that.
Did you guys try any of those Cal jobs?
I do the EdJoin and Indeed.
Okay.
I do have an account because I had to because of unemployment for
got it.
Cal jobs. But other than that, I just use EdJoin and Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, I was debating, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like Indeed.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit better too. A couple of times they formatted my resume and it came up in like binary. I was like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but now everything's situated.
Yeah. So have you guys applied for the sub pool for Elk Grove when it does open?
No, I'll be looking for San Juan Unified because that's close to me.
Got it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know how that area works. Has anything opened up in that area, or?
Yeah, I applied on the same day it was ending for a full-time position at a middle school.
Oh, and you don't know anybody that works in that school district?
I don't know. I haven't been at the school district in like over 3 years, so I don't know if they've moved on or whatnot.
I would try to reach out to them, especially if they're in like the custodial field, to see exactly what you need for your resume. Because I do know like Elk Grove, they like very chunky resumes, and I was really surprised because I was like, why am I not getting, picked even to be a sub? And then I was talking to one of the custodians, and they were like, well, let me take a look at your resume, and I did have it on my phone at the time. And they go, okay, well, you need to add like a lot more things to it. And I'm like, well, it's not an autobiography, it's just a resume. Why does it have to be so long? So I don't know if they like theirs like that, but I know for Elk Grove, they need to know that you know how to use a drill, hand tools, pretty much everything. So I don't know if you can find someone to reach out and just kind of see what their resumes need to look like.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yeah, that might be helpful. And then, like for Elk Grove, you need a reference from somebody that works from the district, and then 2 people from the outside. That's pretty because Elk Grove goes on a point system, so that's what they go off of. So I don't know how other school districts do. I do know how Elk Grove operates as far as hiring. I guess we lost our other classmate for the day.
Yeah.
She probably had work or something.
Yeah. So you guys are both going into the custodial field, though, for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you said hospitals, right, Tyler?
I'm not really sure yet.
Okay. Well, what is it you do right now, may I ask?
I don't really have a job right now.
Oh, okay. So something I can give you advice for, especially going into the custodial field, it's always good to kind of, when you're doing your own, I don't know if you clean at home or not, but like you're doing your bathroom, you're kind of going through the steps so that way you know what it is you have to like repetitively do on a daily basis when you're doing custodial, so that it makes your job a little easier. So you're not like, okay, well, what do I have to do next? You kind of have it like engraved in your brain. And sometimes, like for me, I have to talk to myself. I'm like, okay, I got to do the paper towel. I have to do this. I have to do that. And kind of like, I don't know, do like playlist in your head, so that you have it like synced in and you're like, okay, I didn't forget the paper towels. I know I put it in. And just to see how cleaning a bathroom or an office area works for you. Like I said, some people do the trash absolutely last. Some people do the trash first. Some people go in and they vacuum first before they do the touch points or anything else. Just what works for you.
Okay.
And I don't know how other school districts operate, but Elk Grove, they teach you how to use a vacuum cleaner, and then they give you an assignment, and that site trains you, and every site is different. Some will say, no, don't do it that way, do it this way. No, don't do it that way, do it this way. So as a sub, it becomes a little, I would say, annoying or just tedious to have to remember, okay, if I'm going to this site, this is how they do, you know what I mean, their bathrooms. If I'm going to this site, this is how they do their bathrooms type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what other advice I can give you guys. And also save a map, because they will give you a map of the school you do. And sometimes you do go back and someone will give you one building more and you're like, wait, I have the map from last time. I didn't have that area. Why do I have it now? It's always, don't ever feel like scared to question, like, why do I have this area now when I didn't have it last time? Or why does my map look like I'm doing most of the work and you're doing like 2 classrooms? I kind of do wish they would let us go hands-on again, because like I said, I've trained a lot of Dave's students that have came out of these classes, and they all have jobs with Elk Grove. I don't know if that's because how I train them or how I help them, but I don't know how the San Joaquin School District is, so I can only help you guys with Elk Grove. That's all I can say.
Right on. I added some to the office restroom. Is that too much? Because that's exactly like the regular restroom. And of course, when you go through this page, you probably just say office restrooms will be clean, just like whatever wing restrooms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would definitely do that. I would just tie it together. I would basically say the procedure is the same as the student restrooms.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, I can physically show, I can explain sometimes, but this computer stuff and this typing stuff is not my area whatsoever.
Did Dave say he was coming back in this room?
He did. I think he forgot about us, though. I can't think of anything else.
Hey, there you are. Where you been
Yes.
at?
Some network problem. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I move someplace slowly, some stuff I keep. I move other place. So
Okay.
his new computer, everything is different in this place. Yeah, I asked the sir in a bathroom, don't need big mop, only just angle brush.
What was that now?
In the bathroom, all the tools, you don't need a big mop. Only we don't need dust mop. Only just angle brush and dust
Oh.
fan.
Okay.
So Archuleta, we were kind of going over how we're going to do our presentation.
Okay.
If you want to practice with us, we can. We're here. To
Yeah, I can do. Because I don't know, that's my first time, and I'm in this industry new, so I don't know how can I will give the presentation.
So it'll be similar to this, where we're in Zoom and everybody's in class, and then we all kind of give our presentations at a certain time.
Okay.
So your area was for the restroom. If you want to walk through that and just itemize how you would clean it, or what the procedure is.
Yes. It's a 14 procedures, right?
Yeah, but we don't want to make it sound so like read out of the book. We want to make it your own.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we tell when teacher asks, I tell myself what I do first, then second, then third, right? Like that.
Yes. Like, hi, I would make sure I have my gloves on. I would knock on the door, like that.
Okay.
Like how you would.
So in book is a 14, but we do 18s, right?
I think. I don't know. Yeah, in the book it is 14.
But we do 18 or just 14?
Ken, do you want to help me with that question?
I say,
Okay.
We
What's
have
that?
to follow 14, right?
Yeah, he wanted that explained. So yeah, you could follow it, but if you have a different way of doing it, you can say it the way you want. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, because that was a specific thing from him that he wanted us to have that in here. You know what I mean?
Yes. So that's a elementary school, right?
Yes.
Okay. No any female product. Christina, you understand what I want to say? And no any urinal. We don't use a urinal cake there also because of children.
What do you mean urinal kit?
You know, for man's bathroom area,
Mm-hmm.
keep the urinal cake.
Well, we remove it when we clean the toilet. So I usually stick it in a bucket or on the floor, just depending on the situation, while you're cleaning the toilet. And then you always put it back.
Okay, so we not keep let's say urinal cake in the man's bathroom because there is the children, right? And that is a chemical, maybe sometimes harm for that.
I don't know. But I know we do leave them in the.
Because that's the children. Sometimes it's a chemical, so we have to keep far away from them.
Well, that's true. That's true. So what we'll do is we'll use those
For boys.
yeah, the ones that that look like screens, plastic screens. We'll have those in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, urinal cakes in elementary school is you don't want none of those kids putting it in their mouth.
Yeah, because
You know what I
children
mean?
don't know about that. So teacher asked about we are 4 person. So they ask about particular space like a break room, Christina, and office, Ken, like that.
Yeah, that's on the last page. I think it is page 5.
Okay, so they talk to like that, right? So the teacher asked me about bathroom or anything.
No, he won't ask you anything. You're just making a presentation, and you're going to be explaining the stuff that's on this page here. So
the teacher asked me anything, right?
I don't know if he's going to ask questions or not, but I don't think he would. You know what I mean?
No, you told me for a bathroom. That's why I'm asking. So if a teacher take the presentation, they ask me about bathroom or anything, because you told me bathroom. That's why.
Yeah. This 14 step is for bathroom. Yeah.
Okay. So teacher asked me about bathroom, right?
Yeah. The 14 step is for bathroom. It's not a classroom or anything like that. So.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. I have to write for the because we clean the bathroom green cleaning. So we write the for all product green cleaning also name.
No. What you're gonna do Wednesday is just read this page, and that's it. All our homework is done. All we have to do is make this presentation, and you're just going to be reading this page here, number 4. Tyler's going to do number 2, and Christina is going to do 4 and 5. You don't have to write anything down or nothing. Do you have this document in your email? Did you send one to her, Tyler?
Yeah, that was a few days ago.
Can I request you? Can you send me my paper? Only my paper again, because I don't. There is so many paper. I don't have printer.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you, and it'll
Yeah,
be
for my paper. So I read in my phone or I write down on paper because I don't have printer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to print everything we send you. Just look at it on your screen. That's all you need to do. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not everything that we send you. Please don't print all every time because there's so many edits. You know what I mean? You know, it just kills trees. You know what I'm saying?
So please send him. So please send me only for. I have so many email. So please send me only final for me. My
Okay,
page.
I'm gonna
My
send it.
page. Thank you. And I go to after this class I go to job. If any question, then can I email you? Can because I have your email.
You should have everybody's email now.
No, I have only you and Taylor, and I don't have Christina.
Okay, I could have swore I sent.
I have Christina cell number, but maybe she working. I don't want to disturb.
Oh, okay.
I work from 3:30 to midnight.
Oh, you working midnight? Okay. I'm working, but I only take the few hours off because of my class.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is very good.
Okay, so I think Dave might either kick us out of this room shortly or class is going to end. Not really sure. Okay, so Tyler, you're opening 1 and 2. Or 2 and 3, sorry. And then 4 is either me or Arcana or 5. And
So which page for me?
the restrooms. But if you have internet problem or something, I will just step in 4 and 5.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then
The new one can send me. New one can will send me. So I keep
Yeah,
that.
check your email right now. It's called New from Ken.
Yeah,
And
I checked. I didn't get.
Oh yeah, right now I just sent it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And there's a Google Doc. Just click it, and your number. And when you open that, you're page 4. Okay.
Okay.
Thank goodness we had today to work a little bit on it too, together.
Yes. You write down. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
There is a write down. Archana explain.
Yeah, it's on the top page. Yeah, number 4.
Yes. Yeah, so we can do practice one by one.
Yeah, you can practice. We did that a little while ago.
Okay.
I did. So if you want to go over, and so that way you're not nervous when we do have to do the presentation.
Okay.
Not sure if there's not going on the side. Fucking start.
There is a microfiber cloth, red RR. RR means what? Short form?
Pardon me?
You write down here red microfiber RR. What is means RR?
Restroom.
Oh, so double R means restroom? Okay.
Was that on is that on page 4?
I watched the bathroom. I don't know which one floor. Here is a write down, explain Archana.
Where did you see the RR? Because I
Oh yeah, I see the Christina, explain. Christina. Material? Sorry. Yes, material. For Christina. Microfiber clothes, RR.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. See, that's an error because I had an elaborate system going on I was going to do, but we didn't need to do it, with the, red for restroom, stuff like that. So I'll have to take that out, okay?
Okay. And N means what? N soil? Blue? N soil? It's a...
All right, guys. Just want to touch base here. Group 3, just as a clarification, who's screen sharing on Wednesday? Was that Ken or who's doing that?
Tyler could do that.
Tyler.
I could do that.
All right. You guys will be the third group up. So the classroom will be open early at 9 a.m. Class won't start till 9:30. I'd like to have everybody kind of ready to go by 9:30. Our guests, which will include Therese, Karen, who's our principal, Gina, who is in the Career Center and is in charge of the job coaches, and as well possibly Tony and Tina from the district should be our guests for Wednesday. When you guys present, Tyler, you'll have the screen share. Be prepared after you guys have presented. They may ask you a couple questions about your presentation, if they have any. I'm going to leave that to them to do that. These are the people who are supporting you guys. They're here for your success. So absolutely, they're excited to see what you guys have done and, this process. So they'll be there for that. Regarding certificates. So everybody here's finished their class. You guys have all passed, and we have your guys' certificates. Tyler, I think we'll have yours by Wednesday. I'm heading out here in a minute to go sign your certificate from Elk Grove. The rest of you, we have yours, though, at the office. So is anybody coming to pick theirs up, or are we going to just mail all yours?
I will pick mine up, or if anybody wants to walk it over to the box across the street. I know Therese likes to do her evening walks around the parking lot. I see her occasionally.
All right, so drop off on Wednesday to maintenance. Okay.
Yeah.
And I know, Archina, you're going to need yours mailed, right? And Tyler, same thing?
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
you?
mail mine too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, guys, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to, continue to work with you. Christina, you're going to be starting next Monday. We'll start at 9 a.m. for the advanced. Ken or Tyler, are either of you in the advanced course?
No.
No.
Next time around.
Okay. Yeah, and that'll be available again in the fall. So we're working on the schedule. We should have a schedule posted within the next 2 weeks. So we're getting that all worked out. Christina, can you do me a favor and email me a contact number so I can get a hold of you? I'd like to reach out and talk to you a little bit tomorrow on the phone if you've got some time.
Okay.
Got a couple things
tomorrow.
for you.
Yeah.
So cool. Guys, thank you.
I will. The email.
If you guys have anything more that you're working on, you can feel free to stay in the breakout room here to finish up. Otherwise, you're welcome to wrap up for today, and we'll see everybody on Wednesday.
All right.
Okey-dokey.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. How do you guys feel? Do you feel that we have hit every target that we need to, or is there something we can brush up on?
From what I see, it looks okay. But like I said, my eyes ain't too great, and I missed that RR stuff on there. So if there's any,
I didn't see it either.
yeah. So if there's any, don't hesitate to just take it out. I tried to fix the formatting a little bit more, and I think it could be read pretty clearly by you guys, I guess.
Okay. How do you feel about it, Tyler?
I think it looks good.
Okay. How do you feel about it, Archila? I need to get your name down packed. Can you tell me again one more time? Archina. Is that right?
Can't hear you, Archana.
Archina. So it's Archina.
I can't hear you, Archana.
You're muted.
Yeah, hold down the space bar, I guess. There you
Okay,
go.
sorry. I only I want to make sure. Only they ask me. I explain about bathroom, and they ask me any question about bathroom, right? Because my language problem, I prepare more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just give them the spiel that you learned in class about cleaning the restroom. If they ask you a certain question, you know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. And that classes start 9 o'clock?
He's opening up at 9 o'clock, so we can come in early if we need to discuss anything. But
Oh, okay. I understand.
like I said, I don't think I'll be here at 9 o'clock.
But
I'll be in another class at 9 o'clock.
I'm scared because yesterday too many people.
Yeah, that's kind of why
So
I'm
many person.
because I'm just getting out of my other class.
Okay.
And Archana, if you wanted to just put your picture up, like I have my picture on my thing here.
How do you do that?
If that helps, hold on a
I
second.
don't know how can do. I don't know about that.
Here, you go to the little video up arrow on the side where it says stop video. You hit that. And then you go choose virtual background, and you can choose.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, that says your name,
Oh.
but you can also put a picture of yourself or something by
Okay.
you go choose virtual background, and then from there it says virtual backgrounds, and then little plus signs. You can add a
Oh.
picture, and it'll
Okay.
show up right there.
I like your presentation, Ken. Is sometimes so many different pictures. I like that.
Yeah, Tyler did the colors and all that good stuff, and laid it down on them slabs there. Yeah, he did a good job.
Okay, so you said by the video start, there's an
It says,
arrow.
yeah, stop video. Hit that little arrow that's going up.
Okay, mine only says front camera and video settings.
It doesn't say choose virtual background.
No.
Now
when
you can see my picture on
No,
screen or
yeah.
not?
I see your name.
Oh, okay. I understand. Okay. So my face is hide.
So maybe that'll help. I don't know if you're shy or whatnot. You could just,
Yeah, that's fine. Because my
Yeah.
language problems, sometimes my broken English, I feel so bad.
no, you're doing great. We can understand you. Just sometimes that you're not talking loud enough that we can't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sometimes I'm understand, sometimes I'm not understand what they ask or what they say, but I try my best.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
So,
I have
Christine, when you go
Okay.
to, oh, hold on a second. When you go to your main Zoom thing, Christina,
Uh-huh. Yeah. Gallery view. I have a Chromebook. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I didn't know when I bought it it was going to have so many restrictions. I just bought it because I needed to go to school and I just needed a computer and it was pretty cheap.
oh, okay. All right. I guess you guys just have your names. That's good.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I mean,
Yeah, it's hard to run Zoom meetings on a Chromebook.
yeah, for sure. I did not know that. If I knew that when I purchased it, I would have probably splurged for the easier. Because even with because I have a algebra class, and so like some of the things I'm having to like figure that out because I don't have a little area where it has like all the tools that I need. So yeah, that was my mistake.
Sorry, I'm just asking any question for me. So otherwise, I leave because my start job
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see you on Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday classroom. We'll see
Okay,
you.
thank you. Bye, guys. Take
Alrighty.
care. Have a nice day.
You too. Alrighty. So
So that's it.
Yep.
We're
I will
good?
see you guys on Wednesday. I feel kind of confident, but then when he tells me my boss is going to be in the meeting, possibly, kind of makes me a little stressed out because then he's going to make me nervous. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be behind your name right there. He won't be seeing you.
Oh, he'll see me later though. Yeah. And I try to remember like custodial field, but I mean, I'm kind of out of it a little, so it's a little hard, but it is what it is. All right. Well, I'll see you guys Wednesday.
All right, y'all. See y'all on Wednesday.
Uh, let me press.